Welcome back to the group chat.
Nathan Marshall with the Crusaders. Scott Robinson. Scott Robinson.
Close. Rep straight off.
Conor McGregor, Israel Adesanya, John Jones, GSP, Anderson Silva, bro.
Welcome back to the group chat for another episode. We've made it through the weekend once again, Phil. A couple more green ticks this time. Still nothing to write home about. We're in different spots. So I'm up in Auckland in the Sport Nation studio with a nice little setup here. And I've left you behind in Wellington. How was your weekend? What did you get up to? Anything interesting?
Man, I'm still depressed after that Warriors game, eh?
Yeah.
Absolutely abysmal. I was at the Bond, and I can't even repeat the type of things people were screaming at the TV. But good, massive comeback, actually, from Waikato in the NPC. That's gone off to a hot start.
Yeah,
Typical,
that's a hell of a way to kick off the NPC, isn't it?
typical that the safest odds in the multiverse gets ruined by the competition favourites in Tasman. But there you go. I said back to Steamers, but here we are.
Yeah,
we got
fair.
close.
It's a shame you can't pick 3 legs and I pick 1.
Yeah, well, at least Liam Lawson got up as well over Max. That was a massive result.
That was huge.
But yeah, good weekend overall.
Did you watch that British-Irish Lions game?
I did, and stayed up through the lightning delay, where Aussie were 8-0 up, and I think it took until the 60th minute for the Lions to get on the board. So
yeah,
great way to end the series, I think, and Wallabies to get one over them.
They the Wallabies celebrated like they'd won the series. I mean, fair play to them. They're underdogs in all 3 of those games, but I kind of liked it. I liked seeing them win. It's probably good for the Rugby Championship, which is going to kick off in 2 weeks' time. But if Aussie and Joe Smith has that Aussie team running decently, you can expect good things, and maybe a bit of a challenge in the Bledisloe Cup will be nice. But yeah, that F1, that was a good way to send us off into the summer break. Liam Lawson getting the job done for the Racing Bulls, the highest finishing placed car backed by a Red Bull, because Sonoda behind him, Max behind him, and his teammate Isaac Hadgett also.
Yeah, massive.
All right, let's kick into gear then. We're going to go into the Premier League starts in, actually, I want to get this right, T-minus how many days do you reckon, Phil? We have...
Is it next weekend? Like 11 days, 10 days?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's closer than that. Monday, 11th of August, we've got 5 days and 14 hours until Crystal Palace kick off against Liverpool. Psych, that's the Community Shield. 10 days. Saturday, 16th of August.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. 5 days.
Liverpool versus Bournemouth. Community Shield kicks off next week, but that'll be good.
All right.
So, for the Premier League, what we're going to do, as everyone always does, our top 4, obviously winner and Champions League spots. And we're going to go to the relegation battle. I'm not going to lie. I haven't had a lot of thought into this. I know
so
who
you
I'm
have
picking
Arsenal. You have Arsenal in first place. Yeah, good.
I do have Arsenal winning, but like, I don't know. It's going to be tough to beat Liverpool. I mean, I would, if I wasn't a Gunners supporter, have Liverpool winning, I'd say. Yeah. It'd be interesting to see who you've got, actually. So don't give me who you've got winning.
Yeah,
Premier League this season.
If you look at that market, it's hard to look past that top 4 in terms of odds. You've got Liverpool at $1.11. Arsenal $1.17, Man City $1.25, and then Chelsea $1.62.
Yeah.
Everyone outside of that top 4 does seem in a different league, really, because those 4 teams have been far superior than the rest of the pack. And I think it's a similar thing for this year. So, yeah, it's hard not to look at Liverpool again. The big money, the big signings, especially if they get Isaac over the line as well.
Yeah.
It's hard to bet against. Although there's a lot of new combinations for them, which could be the only risk for Liverpool. Could be the detriment to their squad overall, but I think in terms of the actual squad, it's only improved from their transfer window, so they take first place for me.
Yeah, it's that classic case of like whether a superstar team or a team full of superstars. Whereas Liverpool, I feel like, have always been the superstar team, and now they're a team full of superstars. It'll be interesting to see how Arne Slot manages that, and they're going to be tough to beat, that is for sure, especially when they've got Diogo Jota and his legacy to play for as well. I mean, yeah, they're going to be tough. What were they paying to win the Premier League? I haven't looked at the odds.
I would have to pull that up.
I've got Arsenal to win and Liverpool second. Who have you got in second?
Okay, Liverpool at 275 to win.
Arsenal are paying?
340 to win.
Nice. I'll take 340 odds. It's not too bad. It's about what you could get Tasman at to win the NPC.
Yeah, well, that's turning out well already. $4 for Man City, and then a steep drop off to Chelsea at 10.
Yeah, I mean, Chelsea are a solid bet for that top 4, but I don't think they've got enough gas to go a full season to be in contention for the title.
I agree, and that's why I have them in second for Chelsea.
Okay.
They have good signings, I think, over recent years. They brought in a massive squad, obviously, but a lot of high potential in the players that they're actually grabbing. And it might start to click for them. I know they've got the Champions League and that sort of stuff in the background, but they'll be wanting to do well with that. You saw how keen they were for a Club World Cup. So,
yeah, exactly.
Even though they have Champions League to deal with, I think they'll start the season super strong, and their signings are super exciting. So,
I think that was going to be my point as well for Chelsea. Is we saw their signings already click in the Club World Cup, beating some of the better teams.
João Pedro, massive.
João Pedro, absolutely huge. He could be probably one of their most impactful players of this season, depending how Cole Palmer goes. I have Chelsea at 3 as well, actually. So you have them at 2. I have them at 3. I would love to see a City drop off, and we saw a little bit of it last year, and they sorted their shit out towards the end of the season. But hopefully this year they continue to drop off. So I'm not going to have them in my top 4. I'm going Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea at 3. Who have you got at 3?
Okay. So I agree with Man City, but they're still good enough under Pep to hit that top 4. So they do drop, but they only drop 1. So they come into 4th place. I think we are getting to the end of that sort of era. They're losing a lot of those key names, but you still got Pep in there. You still got some really good signings for them. And you can't really count that side out, especially with Pep at the helm. I think they'll do actually better without Edison in goal. And I think you can see that with the James Trafford signing. You might see him become the prominent goalkeeper. We'll see there. He might be the preference. But yeah, it's a talented team, and they've got more reinforcements. They have money to spend, so they're always going to be there or thereabouts. But I do think we're coming to the end of that Man City side.
Golden era for Man City.
The golden era, yeah.
Wait, okay, so you have Man City at 4th. Who do you have at 3? Is it Arsenal?
It's Arsenal.
So you have
finished. Yeah.
You've gone Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, City.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just having a look about who I want to put in as the 4th, because I don't want City to be in there. Newcastle don't excite me. I think they're screwing up this whole transfer window. Depending on how they come out on the other side of it, plays a massive part to where they finish. I think Aston Villa could make a run into the top 4. I don't see Nottingham kind of doing their same season as last year. I think a bit of a drop off for them. So I'm going to lock in Aston Villa in 4th. So I'm going to go Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea 3rd, Aston Villa 4th. And then Man City can jump in at 5. As my top 4.
It's not bad. I mean, I don't know how confident you are with Arteta at the helm after 5 years.
Super confident. It's a 5-year rebuild.
It's a 5-year rebuild.
5-year rebuild. We've finally got a striker who can bang in some goals. And
but that is the issue. That is the issue. He was similar to Nunes coming across. I just wonder if that team relies too heavily on Gyökeres. But you do have some good signings, so you'll be there or thereabouts. I think
like our downfall last year was Odegaard not playing to his peak performance towards that back end. But in that last game, we saw him kind of get back to what he's doing. He needs to shoot the ball more. So hopefully starting
Was he injured in the first half? I feel like...
I think he carried a bit of a niggle, but he just went away from his game towards the back end where he wasn't shooting the ball and playing Saka into space as well. He just kind of went into his shell. So hopefully he comes back out and with him and Declan Rice, Zubimendi in the middle, this Arsenal team, baby, he's going to be tough to beat. That's for sure.
If Gyökeres goes hard, then by all means, I just think second place 2 years in a row, you've got Arteta at the helm. Maybe not.
Thanks. Relegation.
You should be grateful Man United isn't in that top 4.
They shouldn't be in the top 4. I don't need to be grateful for that. There's no way they shouldn't be sniffing the top 6.
Although
what? 2-2
I
with
reckon
Everton
we get top
today?
8, top 6.
Or was it yesterday 2-2 with Everton?
Hey,
And Buemo, not looking too bad.
it was 2-2 with a nice own goal in there.
Yeah, quality finish too, actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what you've got to look forward to, but some new signings making the run. Actually, Mason Mount, after saying he does fuck all last week, he's actually scored a decent goal.
Crisp goal. Vintage.
Good finish. Okay, let's do this relegation quickly, and then we'll move on. I don't know who to pick because you could just pick the same three that have come up.
Yep.
But that's
boring. It's worked
Burnley,
well for the last
Sunderland,
2
Leeds.
seasons. Yeah.
Has that happened the last 2 seasons?
Yep. Newly promoted sides going straight back down.
Niggly. You know what I learned today? Luton did the double relegation. I think I knew that, but I was just reminded. So they got relegated out of the Prem, then relegated out of the Championship, and then just started off their League One campaign this weekend with a 1-0 win over a promoted team from League Two. So tough scenes for Luton. Relegation.
So, is that what you're doing then? Or
I don't want to. I think, no, I'm going to put West Ham in as relegation. I reckon they're going to be in around the 17-18 spot. Similar to Newcastle, I think they're screwing up a bit of a transfer window. And I think that's just going to be a long, long season for the Hammers. Love to see Leeds stay up, so I'm going to go Burnley, Sunderland, and West Ham are in the draw.
Burnley, Sunderland, and West Ham.
You need one kind of outsider in there.
You do.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I was quite keen to go through those newly promoted sides actually because Sunderland, they conceded 44 goals in the Championship last year. They've had a good transfer window as well. Got Granit Xhaka in.
They have.
A couple of bigger names as well. Looking like a genuine side, but with that amount of, when you're bringing in that many players, it is a risk as well. Kind of like you're moving up a league and then you've brought in a bunch of new players. Yes, they have good credentials, but they haven't actually played together.
Yeah.
But big names in there. The Wolves, they finished 16th last year. Oh, we're doing relegation first. Sorry. Leeds conceded 30, but their manager, Daniel Farke, has been relegated twice, and that was with Norwich. So he seems to be good at promoting sides, but not good at avoiding relegation.
Get them promoted, can't keep them up there.
Yeah. And then you've got Burnley, who were defensively very capable, which is super, super important for the Prem. Conceded 16 goals. 16 in a whole season.
Yeah.
They lost only 2 games under Scott Parker. So that's massive for them.
Yeah, it's huge.
But they did lose their number 1 goalkeeper, James Trafford, who had like 23 or whatever clean sheets that season. So losing him to Man City sucks, and that's why I think he's good in replacing Edison. But under Scott Parker, I think Burnley will go all right. So they avoid relegation. I'm looking at Sunderland, Wolves, Leeds, and Brentford. Brentford lost big time. Big time. I said it last year as well, and they proved me wrong. But I'm saying them again.
Okay, fair.
It's only gotten worse for them. They might lose Wissa as well this season. They lost Brian as well. Lost Norgard to you guys.
Yeah.
And they've lost Thomas Frank, which is probably the most crucial thing. They've lost Thomas Frank to Spurs. So
you have no hope for Brentford?
I don't think they're finishing top 10, and with those key signings, especially if Daniel Visser goes as well, it's not looking good for them. I think they're losing big time. Leeds, I think I'm going to go, because Wolves, they finished 16th last year. They were on the cusp. They conceded 69 goals, highest terms of goals conceded outside of the relegation teams. You've lost Cunha, you've lost Semedo, you've lost Sarabia, you've lost Aït-Nouri. That's just too much. So it'll be good to have Sunderland back in the Prem, and I want them to stay in the Prem. So I'm going to say Wolves, Leeds, and Brentford.
Nice. Wolves
just
and
to
Brentford
go a bit
both
more
paying $4 to be
left
relegated.
field.
Can we
nice.
Those?
Nice.
Wolves, Brentford, and Leeds.
Yeah.
So you think Burnley stay up as well?
Yeah.
Fair.
I think they'll be good enough. They're defensively sound enough. They lost their goalkeeper, yes, but under Scott Parker, I reckon they'll go all right. And I want Sunderland to stay up, although they could quite easily get relegated themselves. Depends if those new players can gel or not, I guess.
I was just looking to see if you can multi it, and I almost just had a heart attack looking at the multis. I saw Premier League top goal scorer, and I just saw 4 Liverpool names. but they've done it by team. Thank goodness.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, there's no way Salah, Ekitike, Gakpo, and Florian Wirtz are your top 4 favorites to be top goal scorers. Absolutely crazy. You can bet on Chris Wood, Premier League total goals. That's nice.
Oh, very nice.
And otherwise, the futures markets as well. All right.
So who did you have? What's your relegation sitting at?
My relegation is, I've gone for, sorry, I need to get back to the markets. Relegation. I went Burnley, Sunderland, and West Ham. I'd like to see them stay up because you always kind of do. Sunderland, I think Job carried them quite a bit last year, and obviously he's followed his brother's footsteps going to Dortmund. They're going to be tough shoes to fill, especially in the Premier League. You feel like if he's stayed, maybe a bit more of a chance. But yeah, and I
know you hate Granit Xhaka, but give him some credit. Come on.
Xhaka's nice though. He is nice. I just don't. I think he's getting old.
Yeah, I think if Leeds don't change their manager, I think they get relegated again.
Leeds are just a team that I'd like to see stay up, but I can't. It's
hard
to argue. I mean, it's hard to argue against any of those 3 staying up.
Yeah.
Like Burnley, Sunderland, Leeds, let's be real, all very likely of going back down.
Yeah, that would be the easy picks for sure.
Yeah. Okay, that's our Premier League wrap for a week.
Not bad.
The season is coming thick and fast, so we're going to have much more of that. But let's get on to what a bizarre round of NRL. I mean, just looking at some of those results, you had the Jayden Campbell conversion with the Penrith Panthers trainer running up on him. Quickly, do you think he should have been able to retake that? Do you think it should have had any effect, or you just play on?
Well, I'll tell you this much. He's been fined, well, the club's been fined 50,000.
Good.
And he's been suspended for about 5 games.
The trainer. Imagine being a trainer and getting yourself suspended. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Spraying water on a ball and now running in front of Jayden Campbell, trying to accidentally charge down a kick. Yeah, it's pathetic from the Panthers. What is the trainer doing running away from the team he's meant to be giving instructions to anyway? You should be in goal with your team. Even more of a reason just to get trainers off the field in general, in my opinion. So, but that money means nothing to the Panthers. It's a slap on the wrist. They'll move on. Jayden Campbell probably deserves either you deduct 2 points of Panthers or you give him a shot in front of the post, basically, is where I was looking at it.
Oh, okay, so you're saying instead of just re-teeing it, have another go, son?
Yeah, because he didn't re-tee it and he shanked it. But yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. But, like, you would like to see him move back into the middle or into the middle, have a free shot.
I think it should be.
Nice. We'll go into the Warriors Dolphins, but
Broncos,
also,
actually, before you move on, you had Brian To'o with the high tackle as well, and Philip Sami when he's diving over the line, straight head contact. It took the bunkers 10 years to review that. Didn't see any foul play somehow.
Yeah.
And then the referee decided that he kind of went to the bunkers like, are you sure there was nothing else? And then put Brian To'o on report anyway. But yeah, you're looking at a penalty try there for mine and a yellow card. But anyway, just crazy decisions all around in the NRL. But the crazy comeback as well from the Titans. Everyone's talking about Penrith Panthers. That drop goal was sick.
Yeah, that's a massive I'm the man by Nathan Cleary. That's
huge comeback from the Titans. You were 24 points down or whatever. To even get in front was incredible. So good on them as well. They'll be disappointed.
Yes, and that could have been a couple wins on the trot for the Titans as well. Keep the momentum rolling. We'll go into the Warriors Dolphins, but quickly, Broncos pumping the Bunnies, 60 points to 14. Now, I tell you what, I had a lot of friends who couldn't hit a try score or multi on that either, despite all the freaking try scorers.
Damn, really?
Tough sledding. You got Ezra Mam. Who was the second try scorer for the Broncos? Goosey Whiskey.
Goosey Whiskey. I actually didn't watch that game, to be honest.
Staggs,
I don't like the Broncos
Cobbo,
and I don't like the
Mariner.
Rabbitohs. So.
Yeah, Mariner again, Staggs again, Mam again, and Reece Walsh scoring at the end. So plenty of try scorers, but yeah.
Yeah, massive.
Warriors, Dolphins.
Well.
Where do you stand on should we take in the points? 2-pointer?
Yeah, at the time, I thought it was the right decision not to go for the 2, if I'm completely honest. They're a man down. We're in front. Let's get an actual buffer So we're out of try and conversion range.
Yeah.
So we tried, but then we played the short edge as well for some reason, rather than giving it to like a Tanner Boyd to at least kick it cross field, try get some men up in the air, contest the ball. We just conceded on our first set. You've then got an Ashley Klein that's penalising us for anything, so they're able to get 10 million consecutive penalties and run all the way back up the field and then score. So it's our own fault for losing that. We put it in the hands of Ashley Klein, which you cannot afford to do.
No, you cannot. And you cannot do that in finals footy either, so they got to sort that out.
Yeah.
As
much as I want to blame just purely Ashley Klein for that loss, I think we also could have just won that game ourselves.
Well, yes, to be fair.
We weren't.
You shouldn't be conceding a try on that last tackle like that. I mean,
and
it is tough to defend against scrambling attack, but also against scrambling attack, they shouldn't even come in with a sniff to score.
Yeah, it's disappointing. You're not closing down the man, and also just some of the calls, man, like that high tackle wasn't a high tackle. The play of the ball penalties that happen one every 2 games. You see a play of the ball penalty. Since when does that happen? You've got Lika Halasima down on the floor for a whole set, and you allow them to play the ball. Whereas the week prior, you stop it 2 tackles in. It's just absolutely unbelievably inconsistent.
You saw Lika try get up a couple of times there as well and couldn't.
For me, like Ashley Klein should have been suspended after game 2 instead of Origin, but he's still getting games. It blows my mind. It's crazy how bad he is.
I'll tell you what, I was happy for DWZ. I thought he had a double and actually answered a lot of questions on defense as well. He had that clutch intercepts, made some good tackles on the edge. I thought he covered his man well, came up. Like, he made good defensive decisions too, which is good to see, answering plenty of questions because he was getting
2 tries, massive game
by the media.
Yeah, huge performance from him. It's good to see. Also nice having Adam Pompey on his inside as well. I think that helped, and they were playing defensively together, holding the line together, which allowed for that intercept to happen. The kick behind the line wasn't really going anywhere because he was able to track back because he wasn't cutting in. Super good performance. And also, what do I want to say? Who were you talking before that?
I was talking about DWZ and Lecker trying to get up off the ground on that set, and he just couldn't, and they were still playing on. That is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Also, how much of a freak is Lecker, honestly? That try he scored is unbelievable.
And
just
he's 19 too.
I know, it's crazy.
Bonkers.
Absolutely crazy. Was there anything else from the NRL, or should we get stuck in?
I felt bad for Herbie Farnworth, to be fair.
Oh my goodness!
They scored that try. The game's over. I reckon the game's done. They had broken through. Herbie Farnworth was so scary in those, in the opening half. And
he was elusive.
He was just breaking through so easily, man. And you've got Hammer on the left. He almost went to dummy pass it, and then when he threw the dummy, that's when he kind of pulled his hammy. If he lets that go,
that hurt big time.
No one's catching Hammer. He was almost overlapping Farnworth. So I mean, the bar was stoked. Everyone was cheering. But I do feel bad for him because he's such a good player, such a good center. That's just so unlucky. It's not even from a tackle. You've done it to yourself.
And
super unlucky.
And
but
you're
also,
right. If he just passed it to the Hammer a little bit earlier, he's way.
If Farnworth played that whole game, I don't know we're even in with a chance there. To be honest, that edge was so scary, man.
Where do the Dolphins sit now? Because
they're top 8.
2 points clear of the Roosters, who are in 9th.
We're still somehow top 4, which is
I know. I checked that. I nearly wrote for the run sheet for this. Actually, the Warriors slip out of the top 4, but we're still hanging on there.
We've got the Bulldogs next, though.
But they're beatable. We've seen they're beatable.
Well, we're going to get their redemption game, I think, unfortunately. They've just been carved up by the Tigers, and now they're going to come back big style. I don't know, man. It's scary stuff.
I tell you what, I had an absolute snipe on the Sharks-Cowboys game. I had Militalo to score, Sharks to win, and over 47.5 points. And the reason why it's an absolute snipe is because it landed the total points at 48. Come on, son.
Sheesh.
That was huge, which I was stoked about. Let's get into the NPC. You mentioned Auckland, Waikato. What an absolute banger of a game to start the round. What are your big takeaways, NPC? First round in the books. What do you make of it?
That's probably the best way to start an NPC season ever with a game like that. Waikato, Auckland, massive derby, and you win like that with Lima Sipawanga scoring the final try.
Ooh, it's just
I've never
stuff.
been that gassed, man. I love the NBC, but I haven't been that gassed since like 2012 Waikato times, especially when you had a couple missed kicks and you're feeling down in the dumps, and then they come back, score 2 or 3 tries, 2 tries in 3 minutes, I think. Who's trying to break in here? Crazy game. And that's the first time Lima Sipawanga has played in NZ for about 7 years, signed a dollar contract with Waikato, comes on, super sub, pulls that out of the woodwork.
So good. So good. And it just sets the tone. Like, we had Manawatu. So the next game. So we had Auckland Waikato. Great game on the Thursday night. Friday night, arguably, Manawatu North Harbour could have been a better game because Manawatu massive outsiders and beat them 38-25. That is huge. Canterbury pumped the Lions. Otago, Stag Day, good game. Taranaki defend the Shield with ease. And then the Steamers, Tasman are on my no-bet list.
After one game, see you later.
After one game, the competition favourites lose by 30 to the Steamers. Piss off. And then the Magpies dominate counties. So, huge.
Yeah, that Turbos game was huge as well, obviously because they were outsiders, but also just having that right before the Warriors too was a world-class viewing. Then you got Bay of Plenty beating the comp favourites in Tasman by what?
37 points to 7.
30 points? Yeah. It's been quite the first round. You got Hawke's Bay dominating counties. I know that's not the full sort of strength county side, but some serious performance there. And then also Canterbury beating Wellington, another upset. Yeah, that forward pack for Canterbury is world class. Wellington never really got into the game. Lots of unforced errors.
Yeah, they just struggled to get going, didn't they?
Also for Waikato, Ollie Malthus and that Cook Savage, they really turned it on. Sipawanga will get the headlines, but I thought Cook Savage, when he came on as well, he scored a try. He was putting the up and unders, contesting himself. He got a lot of turnover on his own accord, so I thought he was massive in that game as well. But yeah, huge first round at NPC. That's why it's the best comp.
What do you make of this? We had on the article on the Betch Playbook the top 5 players of the round. Johnny McNichol from Canterbury, and at 5. Cooper Flanders, number 4 from Hawke's Bay. Xavier Tito Harris from Auckland, and at 3. Vivini Lasaka from the Steamers at 2. And then Jacob, I'm going to screw this up. Ratamai Tuvaku Nipkins.
Oh, yeah, from Taranaki.
Yes. Yeah, has taken the 5 points in the number 1 spot, the 24-year-old.
Well,
some good names in there.
I mean, could have Sipawanga or Cook Savage or Ollie Mathis in there, or, whatever. Even
Harry
from the
Godfrey,
Turbos.
pretty good too.
Yep. Who was the number 9 for the Turbos? I can't remember his name now. He was good too. Anyway,
that Turbos is just good stuff. That's what you love to see.
That's what you want. That's what you want in the NPC.
Games is exactly what the NPC is all about, and I just love that there is some magic in the NPC. It's glorious.
Yeah, 100%.
Anything else on the NPC, or should we get into our like it or love it for this week?
Nah, just keen for round 2, eh? Good to have it back.
Absolutely. Honourable mention for like it or love it, and I could only throw it in this morning, but shout out to England and India and the lovely game of Test match cricket. Wowee. I don't know if you've seen the result this morning, but England needed 37 runs on day 5 to win. They were 6 wickets down, India needing 4 wickets, and India won by 6 runs.
Oh, 6 runs.
And Chris Wokes for England was out there batting with one arm in a sling.
I saw that. That I did see him walking out.
And that whole series has just delivered. It finished 2-2, so 1 draw in there. For the last game of the series to come down to a 6-run victory to India, Test cricket is just magic. I'm going to say I love it. It's an honourable mention. What I've got for you, Phil, the Wallabies avoid the sweep. I have a guess about what you're going to say. Do you like it or do you love it?
I love it.
Come on.
The Wallabies Showed some serious mongrel, that skeleton. My God, scary bloke. And anyone that can give the Lions some stick is in the good books for me.
Absolutely.
And then you also had Nick White's final game for Australia, which I love because I hate seeing him on the field. So good to see
Even
him
more
gone.
reason to love it.
Yeah. Also the thunder, the torrential rain that came out of absolutely nowhere. That's world-class rugby.
Yeah. I think everything about that game, you just got to love it.
Everything.
I mean, the altercations, the physicality of it. I love to see how arrogant the Lions were. Like, I think they're too arrogant, but I love to see it. And the reason I love to see it is because the Aussies matched it. And the Aussies are notorious for being arrogant in almost everything.
Yeah.
Maybe not rugby the last couple of years, but for them to match the arrogance that the Lions had and go up over them, take them on initially, and then go above and beyond was
putting
unreal.
in massive hits.
Some of those hits. Who was that winger?
Was real good too. Yeah.
Wow, he nailed and Suoliti with a big hit at the end as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great game. Absolutely loved it.
Especially off the back of game 2 and how that game ended.
So the Wallabies,
it's a good end.
You could probably say we're the better team for how many minutes have we got? We've got 80, 160, quick math, 340. I reckon the Wallabies were a better team for 300 minutes for the series. Probably.
That's fair. I think points differential, they only lost by 1. And considering you only won one game and losing by 1 point, technically, it's not bad going at all.
So it ended up being quite a good series in the end, which is nice.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Next one for you, the All Blacks Rugby Championship squad has been announced. Plenty of new names in there, plenty of uncapped players, some injury covers. Do you like it or do you love it?
I like it. I think it's fairly similar to the initial squad that was announced for the previous test. Yeah, basically the changes are some injury cover, right?
Yeah, essentially.
Preston comes in. Who else?
Huge, by the way, for Preston.
Leroy Carter comes in. So yeah, some nice stuff going on in there.
Oh, you must be pretty happy about Leroy Carter.
Yeah, deserved.
Yeah, I'm going to see the one. I like
it
as well. Just I like it. It's nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
And then third one for you, Liam Lawson defending off the I don't know how many time world champ now, but the defending world champ Max Verstappen and finishing as the first Red Bull across the finish line. Do you like it or do you love it?
Yeah, I love it. Always got to love it when the Kiwis get up and get some points. And fending off Max is massive as well. I think it was quoted being like, Max just breaks later and later, so Liam just had to break later and later and just go faster and faster. So
makes him a better driver, I reckon, having to defend Max and be as late on the brakes.
Having him in your rear view mirror, my God.
Okay, that'd be a scary sight, just watching him hunt you down across a multitude of laps. Yeah, I love it. I'll say I love it. It's good stuff.
Nicely.
All right, let's do our odds-on betting recap from Thursday. I said there were more green ticks, ultimately resulting in red crosses for me. How'd you go on your 40-20?
Waikato, the 40-20. Roosters got up at 210. Zach Lomax did not. It was actually the other wing, Josh Adokar. I failed to reflect on Xavier Coates and the Zach Lomax matchup. When they swapped wings in the State of Origin, Xavier Coates pretty much nullified Zach Lomax in his performances. You just can't beat a man like Coates in the air. So Josh Adokar was the winger that got over the line instead, but Roosters, well, they got up very easily for a $2.10 option. So again, 1 from 2.
I went 0 for 2. Great. Yeah, good stuff. Tasman at the -2.5, which shit the bed. And TJ Clark for Wellington, which, as you said earlier, couldn't even get into the game. Wellington never got their ass into gear. So
they struggled.
Clark could not score. Tell you what, though, my laugh got way closer than expected. I had the 8 legs in there, the head-to-heads in the F1. The only 2 that I got wrong was Carlos Sainz beat Alex Albon and Colapinto beat Pierre Gasly. Otherwise, I had Verstappen to beat Tsunoda, Ocon to beat Behrman, Norris to beat Piastri, Leclerc to beat Hamilton, Lawson to beat Hadjar, and Alonso to beat Stroll. So it was nearly there for like a $30 odds multi.
Was it like 8 legs as well, was it?
8 legs, yeah.
Yeah.
Nearly there.
Not bad going at all.
Yeah. Your laugh?
My laugh. NPC. Waikato to win. Thank you. Manawatu plus 10.5 very easily. And I had Southland plus 6.5. They had their opportunities to actually get within that line, I thought. A couple of times they should have shifted the ball wide and decided, no, they want the big collision with the Otago boys instead. But Otago fronted up big time defensively. So that fell short. And then you've got Wellington. And yeah, Wellington just weren't good enough. Simple as.
Simple as that. Wellington were not good enough, which.
And where did they play? Palmerston North in front of their 20 fans.
What, this weekend?
No, last weekend.
They played at Porirua Park. I was actually going to go down after football. I thought it started
that's
at
where it was.
2:45.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And I went to get there and I was like, oh, shit, it's halftime. It started at 2.
Nice day for it too. I expected a bigger turnout, but everyone's busy playing their own rugby, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know if it was paid entry or not. I didn't get too far into the gates, so I just turned around and went home when I saw it was halftime. And Multiverse missed by 1. I mentioned that at the start. What I had Liam Lawson to beat Hadjar. You had the Wallabies to beat the Lions, which is massive.
320.
The Eels to cover plus 10.5, which had to clap back at someone on the socials as well after someone said the Eels fucked it already.
That's
which
not
is
how
always
it works,
good
buddy.
to see. Cover the plus 10.5. Thanks, mate. And then Tasman, which won't feature in any other.
Tasman.
Bets.
It's often like that, isn't it?
The safest leg of the multi going down.
Oh well.
Anyway,
should have backed Bay plenty.
Well, you said it. How about you pick 3 legs next week? I'll pick 1. All right, that's a wrap.
We'll get 1 from 4.
That. Yeah, we'll go 1 for 4 with my 1 hitting. We'll just keep alternating.
Yeah.
We'll be back on Thursday to get stuck into the bets once again.
Sweet. Are you still in Auckland or are you back down?
No, I'll be back in Wellington Thursday, so we'll be back together to run it up and see if we can cook up a little something special. But till then, thanks for listening, and we'll see you Thursday.